Yo, this is Dan Patrick. Hashtag Chat Mafia. We up in this bitch. Yo, I want to talk about this particular subject, about gaming. And you know what? Ain't nothing wrong with gaming. It's a form of escapism. It's a form of freedom. It's a form of expressing yourself. Especially when it comes to dealing with modern adulting. Because to tell you the truth, adulting sucks. You have to pay all these bills. You have to do a job that you're not necessarily fond of. You have to deal with people at your job. You have to compare your success with other people. You know, basically keeping up with the Joneses. And for the most part, being an adult, it just sucks. Because, you know, time's up. You gotta pay your bills. You gotta be self-sufficient, especially as a man. You have to, you know, be a part of the so-called social norms of being an adult. You can't fully, you know, be who you are. You gotta wear a mask and all that bullshit. Listen, man. You got these articles talking about how video games are a waste of time. And I said to myself, bitch, no the fuck is not. But ever since COVID had the world on lockdown, there's been a huge surge of people buying video games, mainly the Nintendo Switch. So they got adults out here playing these video games. We live in their childhoods. And now those same adults on YouTube, they was putting up vlogs and blogs of certain video games that they played. And they was making video summaries about the video games that they played. Just giving out their, summaries and their progress on certain games that they played. And they would rate those games. But it's just ironic on how many adults used to put down video games. But ever since, COVID had the world on lockdown, some of those same adults are now playing those video games. And they're making vlog videos on YouTube. And I said, it just is what it is. But yeah, man, video games is not a waste of time. It's just that you have to find a balance between the two. You gotta find that balance of the outside world and, playing video games, being a so-called social recluse. But, video games can be stimulating for the mind. But it depends on what type of video game you play. You like RPGs and all that. That'll basically stimulate your mind when it comes to problem solving, stuff like that. RPGs, puzzle games, stuff like that to help stimulate your mind. Kids and adults can play those games, and it's beneficial. But yeah, man, ain't nothing wrong with video games. Hell, I play video games. Video games like Assassin's Creed, Super Smash Brothers, Fire Emblem. I like, stuff like Star Wars, sci-fi shit. Stuff like that, man, nothing wrong with that. Just because I play video games doesn't mean that I'm a total social recluse. It's like, nah, I just need something to keep my mind at ease, to keep me stimulated within the mind, to give me a form of escapism from the world of adulting. And to tell you the truth, man, being an adult is so passe, it's so played out, but you gotta do it. Once you reach a certain age, it just comes naturally. But for the most part, that shit is so passe, it's bullshit. I say, being an adult, like I said before, it sucks. But what sucks even more is that you have to wear a mask. So in that way, people won't know who you really are. And I say it kind of sucks because you can't truly express yourself within the social conforms of being an adult. But hey, it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do to survive, I guess, or to assimilate yourself in this adulting world. But when it comes to video games, like I said before, it's escapism, freedom, creativity, and just, it gives you a form of peace. It gives you, it keeps you in your social space. I mean, it keeps you in your safe space. And that safe space is basically reminiscing of the past of your childhood, when things were much easier for you. When you don't have to worry about, adulting stuffs. You don't have to worry about being an adult. But that's all I gotta say about that, man. Shit, that's all I gotta say. Just, video games is cool. Ain't nothing wrong with it. And if you wanna play it, I say, hey, by all means do. But just try to find a balance between the two. Between your regular life, adulting life, and playing video games. Just find that nice balance. Chat Mafia, we up in this bitch. Ball Eggs, John the Analyst, I got your backs, niggas. I got your backs. Chat Mafia, we up in this bitch. Peace out, motherfuckers.